Hey everyone, Ivy Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. For today's video, I'm going to showcase the teams I'm using against Alton. I am beating him up with 4 different teams, so let's check it out. Alrighty, so this video is sponsored by Dragonheir Silent Gods, and brand new season, span new game, on to season 2. We are here for the Chaos Shadow bosses in Otherworld Exploration, gearing up toward our big ol' fight against the Mechatork eventually here as the story will conclude. And yeah, we're in the part of the Chaos Shadows, and this video is going to showcase me fighting against Alton with multiple teams and just showing that you really only need to hit 22 mil and stop. And the later you get into the battles, the more alliance bonuses you have, the easier it is to do so. So we're going to talk about all that, and I'm going to show you guys my teams from my live stream. But I should mention, of course, if you haven't already downloaded Dragonheir, you can do so via Android, iOS, Mac, PC, Steam, and Epic Games. We are having fun with Season 2 here. There's all sorts of new synergies, new bosses, and there's going to be a new D&D collab here with Elminster. This is starting February 23rd, the day after my birthday, so we're going to have some fun. I will be live streaming for my birthday and for this, so you guys can hang out with me there. And we'll have some fun stuff and some surprises, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. But alrighty, I'm gonna roll the footage of beating up Alton. So these are the same teams I'm probably going to use versus Alton. And today we'll probably start off there for the Chaos Shadows. We're gonna go in. This is what I did yesterday. It should be an easy full auto. I'll show each team and show each role that they're fulfilling. But I had a lot of fun yesterday. I also pushed some more ones that I haven't tried to push, like the Shinocton team with this very budget team. But instead of Megan in there to heal, I was able to move Megan to my second wild team that was having trouble hitting 22 million. So she was able to be the core support and healer for that team. I was able to have Thea in here as just another person helping, which was actually kind of funny. She was kind of pointless. I probably didn't even need her because really Questa and Kirza were the tanks. They were just sitting there taking up all the damage. But no, to be fair, Thea's battle skill I pushed for the Shinocton boss, and that really allowed enough healing to keep both of them alive because Questa self-heals very well. I was able to move my Ardreth to a different team, so Dueling is in this team with Jorn. So I brought where's Ardreth? Or did I already show that one? Oh, that was the first one. Yeah, Ardreth is in one of my Frost teams. And then I was able to do a burn. This is where my success or my failure happened. I did only 2 of my teams, one against Urzilas with burn, just wasn't happening. That only hit 14, not 22, and again, my extra dauntless people for Tall War did not do as well. But it's so funny, this team is so strong with Theraval, him as the only DPS, 39 million, no big deal. And then I have an unkillable team with Losenia as well. So this is just a fun mixture of things, but we're gonna beat up Alton first. So let's go do that. Alright, Alton. So he's a pretty easy one because, or you could think of it differently, I don't know. I don't want to say easy, but he's the one boss that's the easiest to take melee against because all of his battle skill and ultimate, his extra stuff, are random hits. So it's not always your tank taking the heat of all the big damage. They're just taking the basic attacks. So this is like the easiest one to be able to just throw in pretty much anyone, melee or not melee, and destroy. I tried doing some quirky stuff like using my poison team versus Alton, but it wasn't enough after all because my poisoners kind of suck. But luckily I was able to get the unkillable with Losenia happening. But I do want to try some quirky stuff. I want to try summoners versus Alton because maybe the summons can soak up some of those random hits from his skills. Random enemies. Random is all his kit. So with that in mind, maybe the summons could actually do really well. I just don't know that I have the support to keep a 14th team alive. The problem is not DPS, the problem is survivability. So that might be a couple weeks away when I do some more summoning. In 2 days, I'll be doing some summoning. But as of this moment, yeah, on the 14th, I'll be summoning on that banner to get my Adolphus, so that might help me a lot. That might be my saving grace. So I have all my teams saved. If you guys didn't know, you could actually click this little box and reorganize your teams if you want to keep them all together. Like, all of my end bosses are here together. One for Jorn, one for Shinocton. Although, wait, don't I have two? No, I only have one for Shinocton, 4 for Alton, 2 for Talwar, 1 Losenia, 3 Urzulas. So let's go in with team number 1. So team number 1. This doesn't feel right. Oh yeah, it is. This is my main one. This, I probably am overkill with Garius. I could probably put him on a weaker team. But this is a pretty strong team here with really good gear. Yes, I'm using all legendary artifacts, but this team overkills it. It's very good. It doesn't need all the legendary artifacts, that's for sure. I will show my alliance bonuses at the very end. But to be fair, it's all of them. I have all of the alliance bonuses, my alliance smashes. So Gatuna is here just to give us our 5-man synergy bonus. I'm also going to have no timing set. This is a full YOLO. We're going to bring in the equipment though. So we have our 5-man teams. If you want to do teams of 3 or 4 actual working heroes, you can. Keep that in mind because like you only need to hit 22 if that's your goal. If you unless you know you can't and you're just trying for 11. But you only need to hit that 22. Everything else is just overkill. So you can dumb down your teams on purpose once you start getting all those alliance bonuses. And I'm actually using Gatuna for this. Her crit damage aura in all battles. Let's just make our Garthan smash harder. Why not? So I picked someone at level 30. You level them up to 30 so you could use their aura with the Ascension. And then you could take advantage. Like if you're using a great team but there's no aura and you could afford to take someone out of that team, find someone with an aura and that is kind of your answer. So that's my team number 1. We don't need to care about her gear. She's just gonna die. We're using her for her aura only and for her 5-man bonus. Go team go. This one lasts the whole time. So even on full YOLO, it's just Garius with his amazing support. I don't even need the Gatekeeper staff though to keep them alive. This is a very strong team. So we have Gulal, the rare in here with him and his Vulture. But he is our consistent decrease, attack penalty hero. On his ultimate, he puts up the big version of attack penalty, and it is on an ultimate, so you can time it. Oh, Gatuna died, that's okay. So I'm actually gonna do that now. I'm gonna pause him, just so we're making sure that we don't get anything. I am gonna do this for timing. I'm gonna wait, pop his attack penalty right before the boss ultimate, and it stays in tune pretty close. If I remember right. I think I have him set at about an 18-second interval for the way his skill haste is and everything. But I could be wrong. And it might, I think it's like just not exactly 18. I probably should set a timer to keep it perfect, but it's fine. But yeah, Gatuna's dead, but that's okay. We don't need her. We only need... To be fair, we probably only need Garthan. I don't even need Bledin. Bledin could go to another team and make a 4th or 5th team against Alton, and I could just bring in like any random extra Ice Blast, like Sadiq, or even honestly Nord. The rare seems surprisingly good. And I could make teams with those two, with Ledin and Gerthen. But my problem is, yeah, the support. Like, we only have so many tanks, so many healers, and that's where I'm hurting for making even more teams. See, easy 22 million, and we're only at 3 minutes into the battle, or 2 minutes into the battle. But one thing I should actually mention is, you know what, let's do it. If you get to your 22 million, and you don't want to, you don't need to sit there and waste it. There's no bonus to get above 22 million except for showing off your teams. This team is overkill. I really should make another one, but that's gonna take some really quirky tweaking. I almost said twerking. Hey! But I'm at 246. I don't need to sit here for almost 3 minutes. We can just quit. We can just quit and be done. I hit 22 mil. That's all we need to do. Job done. Save it. Move on to the next one. That's another quick tip, guys. No reason to sit through. But if you can overkill it that bad, you should probably break the team up and make more teams. Because you can have up to 15 teams to maximize in these bosses if you can hit 22 mil. That's kind of the goal, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing 13, and then I just do one of the, I do the dailies. I'll do like one adventure prep and one elemental domain, or I'll do 2 elemental domains with the rest of my energy left over. So let's go on to Alton number 2. Next team, Zorak and Sheena. And then he's just here. It's so funny. I have Sadiq in this team, who's totally not needed. I think it was just more of an insurance. I could probably take him out completely, and these two are fine. But, it's fine. I'm gonna leave him in for now. He's only level 70 though, but he doesn't get hit that much. He might die early eventually, but he lasted the whole fight last time that I did this, and he was able to help out. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. We lasted. We're good. I'll leave him. Yeah, so he's just here chilling. I feel like this is different though. Did I mess this up? Let me double check my images here. The one with Sadiq. Okay, no, that's correct. I want to make sure I didn't forget to change my preset. That is correct. Okay. That was barely 22 million though, so maybe he can't come out of the team. Maybe I lied. Yeah, OP Gamer, I'm very curious about Season 3 myself. I have no idea. We've gotten no word about any major changes, or... I think they're definitely gonna do more content. Like, they heard the people, you know. They know we were like, the story was too short, give us more. They at least have made it clear they've heard us on the more content complaint. So Zorak died a little early. Okay, that's why the damage is low. Okay, we are barely 22. Celia's just not... Ooh. Am I gonna miss my 22 million? Oh my gosh. Come on, team. Ah, here I'm like, this team's fine. Sometimes we gotta RNG it. Celia and Clovis. Can they beat it over the next 2 minutes? Oh my god. So I think what I've got to do to make this not take so long is just go give Sheena or Zorak a little bit more survivability next time. Because obviously they're not doing... Celia as the only healer is not enough. Which is weird, because it seems like she should be a great healer when you read her kit, but she's surprisingly not great as the only healer in a lot of situations. But I also need her to survive, so she's got to have a bit of defense, not only like super... She is pretty enlightenment focused, so I'm surprised that she doesn't heal that great, but... Oh my gosh! 21.96! Bruh. This game just trolled me hardcore. Look at that. 22 million, eh? Alright, there we go. We just had to RNG, I guess. It all depends on where those ultimate, or battle skill or ultimate hits from Alton go. They're completely random. Alright, next up we have team number 3. So this is my Dristo Erden with Losenia as the enabler. I have Drist built as full smash, no concern for accuracy. She's the one who's gonna put out the frost. And so I have her going before Drist for the most part, I think. And my timings, we have attack penalty from the battle skills of Gum and Urion. And then Kaleido is our only little healer properly here. And he is in a Mona Lisa set to give a little bit extra healing. And then Urion is taking some heat off of everybody, including Kaleido. But because of Kaleido's range on his ultimate... because everyone has to be grouped together here, I have everybody close together in general for this boss as well. So that's why they're positioned this way, to benefit for his ultimate where people need to be together. Let's go. Oh wait, here we are again, guys. This team is overkill to the extreme again. Apparently I need to bring one of these people to the other team to make it a little more secure. But here we are, passing 22 million. Over 2.5 minutes to go. No need to sit here and wait. Let's go. Let's just close it. No need to wait and waste time. We got teams to we got more teams to play. We got more bosses to beat up. So let's go on to the next one. Boom. This game is pay to win? See, I don't see this game as pay to win at all, because there's a lot you can do with the characters, whether or not you have 0 or 5 legendaries or 20. There's plenty of characters in this game. Some of the epics and even rares are better than some legendaries, so I consider that alone more free-to-play friendly than the average gacha game. Obviously, I wish we had more chances for the legendary summons like everybody else. I played fully free-to-play for a whole season, so I've done it. And if I didn't get distracted, I would have been fine. And then I didn't pull any Heliolite die until the end of my season. And that account looks actually really freaking good. And I randomly pulled a few more, got a couple more legendaries. Like, that account I should be playing. It's really good, actually, now. It's kind of sad that it's just sitting there chilling. And just play and... yeah, because you've always been, like, really low spend, right? You're like $1... You did just the $1 pack? Nothing else, right? That was you? I think you did. I think you did the $1 pack, you said. You ended up in Season 1 as rank 6 as total free-to-play. See, exactly. This game is free-to-play friendly. People confuse time with money. If you invest the time to work on your account, actually, and you use your Worm Marrow for a mixture of stamina and summons, and you learn the mechanics and just... I don't know, you don't need... It's not about money, it's about time. In almost every game I play, time is the real answer. All money does is speed up the time. That's all money does. Woo! Alright, that was another one against Alton. So what I love here, let's see. Challenge record. Boom. We beat up Alton 4 times. Sorry, Alton, but we're done. So yeah, my last team there, I threw in Ardreth to be the healer and tank because Quarion... I had Quarion plus... Who was originally? This was a weird team. I had someone else as the tank and it just wasn't good enough. I think this might have been where I had... Dueling. And he wasn't good enough in this team, so I moved him to the other team, actually. And I threw Ardreth in here, and she keeps it alive very well, so... This is me cutting out a couple of these early. We cut out the first one and the third one early. Or the second one, depending on... The Drist team, which is my OP Drist, and my Garthen, who is obviously a beast. Those two teams, I was able to do only half the time. Not even. and still get it done, so I could definitely do a 5th team against Alton considering how easy that was. I just have to figure out who to combine. That might be another week. Maybe I will beat up Alton 5 times. Or not another week, another day. Maybe I'll try to beat him up 5 times tomorrow. Oh, and like mentioned, I am in a great alliance, which is key, honestly, guys, too. I've had people in my YouTube comments or in Twitch just say, oh, I'm not in an alliance. I don't really care about that stuff. I'm like, you need to be in an alliance. For one, the bonuses you get from Guild Boss every day helps you grow your Psychic Core, plus it's free Worm Marrow. For 2, the bonuses you get from Sparkle Tournament, and 3, Golden Wing are very good. And 4, this can happen. This can also happen. These bonuses for Otherworld Exploration time, because of your alliance, you can't do that on your own. This is making me be able to do 13, 14, 15 teams against these bosses. I couldn't do that without these bonuses. You know how hard it is during the Ardrath or UTR phase, but once we get those alliance bonuses, this is massive. 20% crit damage on everybody, 15 skill haste on everybody, 10% damage dealt, 40 more accuracy, 40 more resistance. That makes building the characters a lot easier. So I can have a 90 less accuracy than needed because of the bonuses, including the Psychic Core, Elemental Affinity stuff. So this is just another example of why being in an active alliance is actually really important and should not be like just taken for granted and just be like, I'm fine. I mean, of course, if you're not someone that cares at all about ranking and the rewards at the end, sure, but I don't know. It's not too hard to get into at least the top 300, if not the top 10. No matter what. And then season 1, it's the top 150. I barely played at like the last, I think I only played heavily 2 months in the free-to-play I did. And I was in the top 10% of the whole, or 20% of the whole server. I was top 20% and I barely played for like the last 2 months. So definitely be active. And if you haven't already, be sure to download Dragonheir Silent Guides now using the link in the description or the pinned comment. It's available on Android, iOS, Mac, PC, Steam, and Epic Games.